Hi traders, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our channel. Today is another opportunity to be here for another edition of Trading Recap. Traders, today is Sunday. This is the end of this week. The week started starting from the 26th of February 2024. And we're here to talk about trades I took during that time till Friday the 1st. Trader, the other week, we don't have any video or any recap because I didn't trade that week and I don't have any video anyway. So we have the opportunity to be here to talk about the week starting from the 26th of the last month, February. So we started that week. I took some trade, which I'm going to show you guys. You know, we have a couple of trades here, traders. You see, I took trades from Monday to Friday. And we're going to talk about those traders. So, you know, but I won't typically talk about everything, but I would select the important trade, you know, and, you know, talk about them. Anyway, for those who doesn't know me, my name is Samuel Nengon, and this is Trade Africa. We once more want to welcome you. So let's start to the day of Monday. Monday was Monday 26th. Monday 26th. This is the trade I took. The first trade I took was SELX. SELX. This is the trade I took. By the way, I want to remind you that I'm, you know, recording this video from my house. So you guys will always hear background noise. I'm sorry about that, and I can't do anything. So I'm a father. So and also I wanted to remind for those maybe who are new in our channel that this is a trading session. Trading is very difficult. Trading is difficult, so we encourage you guys to have your education, and after your education, you need to train yourself. Training yourself on the demo account, very, very important, trader. Don't go live with the real money because trading is very dangerous. And when you trade on a demo account, you know, don't just go using, you know, big shares. Use the small share because that is how you're going to learn small. So let's go back to our subject. I was talking about SELX. This LX, as you can see, it starts spiking here at 4 a.m. in the morning. I told you guys that most of the time I wake up because I have my main job, which is construction, and that doesn't allow me to trade. You know, that is why I came out with a strategy which I use when the market open, you know, at 4 a.m. I know many people are going to tell me it's very early. I understand, but that is my own schedule. I don't force anybody to do what I'm doing. So that is what I just want to show you what I did, you know. So the market spike at 4 a.m. So as you can see here, and I mostly took the trade, I mostly take the trade when on the reversal, which means shorting. You know, when the stock is weak, I short the stock to make money when the stock is losing. So, and as you can see, the stock was spiking here. The first time I entered with how many shares? 300 shares. I enter at $1.86 with 300 shares. It was here, as you can see the arrow, the yellow arrow here. That was my entry point at this point. $1.86. I enter, as you can see here. And when the stock started to come down, I added 500 shares at 172. Yes, at 172. 172 is somewhere here. I added 500 shares. So, but I can say that I waited a lot to add, but and also I added another 200 shares at 166. 166, where is it? 166. Let me see. 166 is somewhere here. This is where I added again. I added another 200 share at this point. My second added was here. The first one was here, enter, and the second added was here, as you can see. So my first one was here, my second one here, and my third one, second one, 172 was here, 166. 66 was somewhere here where I enter. So I enter a third time at this point and I cover back. Let me see where I cover. I cover 1,000 shares at 158. $1.58. I cover 100 shares, 1,000 shares. 1,000 shares was covered. Let me see. 158 was somewhere here. Yes, was somewhere here. Where I covered. When I saw this green, so I cover here, as you can see. Let me make it a little bit bigger so that you can see, and change the color. Put the green one so that you can see my exit. That was my exit point here, traders. So in this trade, I made $165 on this trade, and I covered the remaining because I was holding total of 1,000 shares something here, and I cover 1,000 shares here, and I enter again with the 500 shares, and I cover at $101.51. So total on this trade, I made something like 165 plus 30 something. So I made something almost $200 on this trade. I made almost $200 on the trade. It wasn't bad, traders. That was my first trade. The same day, 26, the same day I also traded SXTC. Yes, SXTC. This was my second trade that day. Let me go there. 26. 26 was somewhere here. Let me see. 26. Correct. So my entry point on this stock was I entered here with 200 shares, and I added another 300 shares here. So my first entry was at $2.48. $2.48. Let me see. $2.48. $2.48 was here somewhere. Here. So this was my entry point at $2.48. Great. My entry point on the short side. Let me put red, because red means short. Right. My entry point was here. $2.48. And I added again another 300 shares at $2.18. 218 I added. 218 was here somewhere. Here I added another 300 shares at 218. Right here. You know, it wasn't a good add, rather it wasn't a good one because I waited a lot in order to add. You know, I waited a lot. It wasn't good. I cannot say that this was good, you know, because you know, I waited a long time. Let me see. Yeah, I added here, around somewhere here. I added here. So this ad was a little bit lower, you know, and let me see. I cover back somewhere. I cover back here. Okay. I cover back somewhere here, and I made $58 on this trade as well. $58. It wasn't too much, traders, you know, but it was fine. Now, let's go to Tuesday. Tuesday was the 27th. Tuesday, I started my day trading, entering the stock. It was the name is the symbol rather is JANX. JANX. This was the stock. The ticker I traded that day, 27 of February. The 29, May 27 is 28, 27 is somewhere here. 27, yes, okay, 27. So I entered with 100 shares. Let me see, it was here. Okay, enter 50 shares the first time, the second time 50 shares, and third time 50 and 50. Now I cover 200 shares. So why? Because this was a big stock. You know, we can't call this one penny stock because there are some penny stocks we trade, but sometimes when the stock, you know, it already have certain price, it's difficult to take. You know, you got to be careful, especially at this time. So my first entry was the 50 shares. I enter at 29.76. 29.76 was somewhere here. 29.76 is somewhere here when I enter the trade. You know, 29.76. This is let me see correctly, at 4. It was here. Let me see. 29.76. Let me place the color here. $29.76 was somewhere here when I got in, and again 29. Rather, my first entry was at 31. Yes, 00, 31, 31 was somewhere here. 31, this is 34. 31 is somewhere here. Great. Somewhere here, 31. Yeah, somewhere here, my entry. And my second entry was at 29.76, the second entry. My second entry. $29.76 was here somewhere. Here. $29.76 somewhere here. And then my third entry was at 28, and my fourth entry was at 28.60, and then I covered back the 150 shares at 27 something, and I made $211 on this trade. It wasn't bad. $211 on the trade. It was beautiful, traders. And also, I also placed a trade on the IFBD, and you can see here, I can show it here to you. This is the trade I'm talking about. I placed also this trade here, 200 shares, I cover here, and as you can see, this trade, was $49 loss on this trade. I lost $49. Okay, now I'm going now to talk about this one. This one, IFBD, and which I made $60 and also $19 here, which is approximately $80. But let me talk about this one. This one I made almost $300 on this one. Let me go to that trade. That trade is the BETS. 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 ETS. BETS. This was the 28. 28. Yes, this is here. 28. My entry point, I enter the first time. The 28 here. My first time, my entry was 200 shares at $4.50. $4.50. $4.50. Let me see. $4.50. What is it? $4.50. $4.50 was somewhere here. Somewhere here. My entry point. Let me see. $4.50. So my second entry was at $4.58, and my third entry was 700 shares with at $4.30. And now my first covering, I covered 1,200 shares here. I covered 1,000 at $4.13. $4.13 was somewhere here. $4.13. I covered where I covered. Was somewhere here. So we're coming down here at this point. Let me see. I don't see it very well. Okay. Here, all right. Here I am. All right. These are the area. So I was saying that my first entry was at $4. $4 what? Let me see again. $4.50. $4.50 is located somewhere here, $4.50. Yes, here, $4.50. This is my entry point, $4.50. So the stock was spiking and went up and now started reversing. My entry point was there. You know, I entered the trade at this point. As you can see, traders, let me put here and make it a little bit bigger for you. Right, this was my entry point, my first entry. And my second one, another 200 shares at 458, somewhere here. 58 is here, the second entry. And my third entry was at 437. 437 is somewhere here, my fourth entry. And also another entry was 700 shares at 430. 430 is here. And then I covered 1,200 shares at 413. 413 was somewhere here. 413. Great, it was just here. So when I saw this rebounds, you know, I was scared, and now I covered 1,200 shares, and the remaining 300 shares I covered at 414. 414. 414 was somewhere here. So I didn't catch up. I didn't catch this drop, traders. I was not able to catch it. But sometimes, you know, happen. You will never finish money in the market. You take whatever you can take, and you can leave the rest, because it's very important to pay yourself first. You know, that is what I always do. Right. So now that was that trade. That trade went very well. You know, 300 shares, $300 that day. Okay, it was good. So let's now go to the following day. The following day was Thursday. Thursday was 29 approximately. Yep. I want to talk about the 29th. I think it was Wednesday, or I don't remember very well, but the 29th, February 29th. So I took 2 trades that day. Yes. And the first one was SIDU. 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 All right. This is a trade I took that day. So that trade I took, my first entry was 200 shares at $6.56. 656 was somewhere here. 656. Let me see. 656. Let me see. 656 was somewhere here. $6.56. Yeah, maybe I'm not on the right spot. Maybe I'm not on the right spot. That's here. 6.56. You know, it was somewhere here when I entered the trade. Somewhere here. Yes, here. 6.56. Okay, sorry for that. Sometimes, you know, have trouble. All right, this is it, my entry. And now I also added you know, 800 shares. I bought, my first entry was 689, not 656. 689. 89 was here. 689, somewhere here. 689, somewhere here. Great. And now that was my first entry point, and I added, that was the 200 shares, and I added 400 shares at another 400 shares at 689. 713 was my entry point. Yes, I'm sorry. I keep making a lot of mistakes here for the entry, but my entry was the 200 share was $7.13. $7.13. $7.13 was somewhere here. 713. And the second entry was 400 shares at 689, right here. 689. 689, somewhere here, my second entry. And my third entry, now I cover 800 shares. The 800 shares, I cover them at $2.50. $2.50. I cover my $2.50. Let me see the $2.50 somewhere here down. I'm making a mistake again here. Okay, I'm going to see where I cover. But anyway, what is important here, what I wanted to show you guys here, I'm just making small mistake here for my entry and exit. But anyway, I made $430 on this trade. I'm just making a little bit mistake for my entry and exit. But anyway, I entered the trade here. I bought 600 shares, 600 shares and 200 shares, and now I bought back, and I made $330 on the trade, which was great, very nice. So let's go forward and see now the Thursday. Thursday here was very, very bad, traders. Thursday was very bad because all the money I made, because the first Monday I made money, Tuesday I made money, Wednesday I made money, but Thursday, you know what happened, trader? I give back everything and more. That is what we tell you, that trading is not easy. Trading is very, very difficult. You need to trade in demo before going live. This was the 29th of February. I made money Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I was already up $1,000. But what happened on Thursday, trader? Thursday, I give back everything and more. This was the ticker I traded that day, Thursday. It was JL. This is what killed me. JL. You can see here, traders. I'm on red. Everything I took that day, the 29, I started here, the 29, I started losing money, the 29. That was just the two trade I made. $400, which I made money. It was the 29. And I started losing now 36, $136. I lost again $200. I lost again $400, and I lost again $900. So when you remove all those, everything I lost, minus what I made, $400 same day, you see that I lost that day almost $1,200. I lost $1,200 that day. Let's see how things went on this trade. Traders, what went wrong? What went wrong on that trade, traders? Let's see. I enter my first entry point. I want to talk just about JL. I don't want to talk about VL because the losses are small. Let's talk about the biggest loss. I had, right? So JL, my first entry point was at 4 a.m. It was almost 5 a.m. I entered with 100 shares. At 26.80. This is a big stock. Let me see. That was the 29. Let me see. $29 was here. My first entry point with 100 shares was at 26.80. 26.80 was my first entry point with 100 shares. Trader, I entered with 100 shares just to test the water. I entered here with 100 shares at 26.80. 26.80 is where 26.80. Internet. Yeah, I have internet problem. Oh, all right. I don't know what to do now. Everything went off. Everything went off. Everything went off. Sorry about that. Okay. Hopefully that I'm already connected. But we can keep going, because I don't want to stop this video. I'm already far away. So let's see. My entry point was at my first entry point with 100 share with the 26.80. 26.80 was my first entry point. You can see how the stock sold after the open. The opening bell, everything starts crashing down. So my entry point was here, as I was saying. This red candle. This red candle. This was my entry point. This was my entry point. All right. That was my entry point here, traders. Then my entry point was here. Then I added again another. That was my first entry was 100 shares. I added again another 100 shares. Then my second entry was let me see, the other 100 shares was at 24.13. 24.13 was somewhere here. Right here. 24. Right here. My second entry. Trader, when I enter here, directly the stock reversed. The stock reversed now. Now I sold with a loss. I sold the 200 shares right away at 27.48. 27.48 was somewhere here. You see, the stock now started reversing with the speed. The stock started reversing here. 27.48 was somewhere here. This is where I sold. I sold the stock at this point, trader. You know, at this point. It wasn't good. Now, when I sold here, you know, it was a loss. I sold with loss, trader. I sold here with a loss. And see, I sold here with a loss. And now I lost, how much was it? I lost $400, $404 on this trade. Now I waited again. And now I enter again with 200 shares. This time at 29, because when it went here, it started reversing. I enter with 300 shares. Now at 29 here. I enter again at 29.00 almost here, because I saw that it was coming down. Then when it came here, and I added again 100 shares. So I entered here 200 shares, and I added 100 shares. That was 300 shares. And then at 32, the stock reversed at 32 here, somewhere here. 32, the stock reversed, and now I bailed out. I lost again almost $949 on this trade. Not because the stock was coming against me, because when I wanted to get out of this trade, I hit the beat. Trader, you have to understand that during this time of the day, especially 4 a.m., you know, there is not enough liquidity, enough volume. You need to enter. Let's say you're shorting the stock. You need to sell, you know, by hitting the sell button. If you hit the bid, the big spread, you will fall into the trap, trader. That is why when you have to buy with the bid, and you sell ask. If you sell bid, you buy ask, you're going to fall into that big spread, and you will lose a lot of money. That is what I did. I made mistake. The mistake came because the stock was going against me, and I was frustrated. Instead to hit the sell, the sell button, or to buy back with a bid, but I bought back with ask. I bought back with ask. When I bought with ask, now I fell on that spread. Instead maybe to have to lose just $500, now I lost 500 plus 400. That was $900 total. It's not, when you see this $947, it doesn't mean that the stock allow myself to go to that point. This is it, $977. It doesn't mean that I waited the stock to go to that point. It's because I hit the ask, to cover back my shares, and I lost a lot of money. So that day I lost $1,200. I already make $1,100, and now I'm losing $1,200 on one day. The money I made in 3 different days, but now I'm losing all the total amount in one trade. I can say one day. I was very, very frustrated, trader. Imagine that you wake up earlier, the morning, and you make money, and you give back one day. It was very frustrating. So, but it happens. That is what trading is about. Trading is about winner and loser. You just need to manage, to know how you can manage your losing trade. So that was Thursday. But now I didn't give up. Even though I give all my profit in one day. I came back on Friday. Friday, I traded just one ticker. The one ticker I traded on Friday was MINM. That was the ticker I traded that day on Friday. So this was the ticker I traded. It was dangerous, but I managed to trade it properly. So my first entry point was at, let me see here. I entered with 300 shares at 32. No, 200 shares at $6.50. Let me see. $6.50 was my entry point. Let me see here. Okay. I'm here. 7 o'clock. Let me see. It was here. Yes. Right here. So 650 was my first entry point. 650. The stock spiked here at 4 and went up. And then 650 was my first entry. It was here. Right here. Right here. 650. This is where I entered the trade. And I added again 500 share at 630. I added 630 somewhere here. 630. Added 500 shares. And another 500 shares again at 620. 620, another 500 shares. And another 300 shares at 612. And another 300 shares at 607. 607 was somewhere here. 607 here. I enter the trade. You see, and now I cover 1,500 shares. So I was now carrying 1,800 shares, and then I cover 1,500 shares at 585. 585 was where I covered. 585 was somewhere here. I cover now the 1,500 shares, and the 300 shares, 300 other shares, I cover it at 583, just here. So I made total almost $700 on this trade, 600 and something dollars. So almost $700 on the trader. That was the Friday trade. I made almost $700 on Friday. So this week, how much did I make? Finally, from Monday, even though I lost $1,200 in one day, how much did I make at the end of the week, Friday morning, Friday evening? This is the total I made, $305. So this week, I made, with all the trade I took, even though I have the huge loss on Thursday, I managed to make $305 for the week. So if I didn't lose the $1,200, maybe I could have made $1,500 this week. But I lost $1,200, so I just made $300. That's fine. I'm happy with that. Instead to be in red, I prefer to be in green. $300 at the end of the week is not bad. It's not too bad. So I'm happy with that, and I say thank you. I'm grateful for that gain that I'm not in red, but instead I'm in green. So trader, what can we keep from this week session? We can say that trading is not easy, as I always say. Trading is very difficult endeavor. So you need to manage your losses to make them small. Imagine that I didn't ask. Maybe I could just lose $500. That there's instead losing $1,200. I could have just catch up that $500 very easy. But since I lost a lot, it brought me down completely. So we need to watch, on our loser, make them small. Always follow our rules. Always. Trading is very difficult, especially in that time. I don't recommend beginners to come to trade at 4 because that is very, very dangerous. No liquidity, not volume, and it's difficult. It's like you're going to market. You have your let's say something you want to sell. You go to sell it when people are not in the market. Few people are just there. It gotta be very difficult for you to sell that items. Likewise, trading is a market. When you go to market, you need people, you need volume, you need transactions. So, but when sometimes I go to the market at 4, few people are there. So I shouldn't expect a lot of movement. I need to be careful. And that is why a lot of bad things always happen. But I have to be, to be responsible. I have to know that that time is very dangerous and I trade accordingly. That is what I'm trying to do. So that was the recap of this week. I'm sorry about this, trouble happening to my software. It stopped, and I don't know what's going to happen to the video. Up to now, I don't know what happened. I'm sorry if this video will not be nice, like I was expecting it to be. It's just a problem of internet. It doesn't depend on me. I don't know what happened. So I promise to have a new good video next time. So I want to thank you very much, especially those who watch our video and those who want to learn trading. You guys can contact us, or comment in the video, or, send us any email at tradeafrica.com. So we'll be very happy to respond. So have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, even night. See you next time, and bye.